Hello channel, welcome to my guys. It's been a while since I uploaded on YouTube, but I kind of feel nostalgic and I miss being on YouTube and being around here and uploading videos. So I was like, why not hop back again and see what's up. So I looked at some of the best videos that I make and I saw that a lot of you like the videos where I talked about my experience in Sweden. So in this video I decided to talk about 5 more things that I like about Sweden. And there are a lot of things that I hate about Sweden. We can fight in the comments if you want, or we can leave it for another video where we just go all out war. But since it's been a while, let's start with the good things, shall we? So here are 5 things I absolutely like about Sweden or find interesting. First one is the weather. You see, I've been to a lot of countries in my life, and out of all these countries, I think Sweden is the only country where you get to experience every season in 4K, fully. It's absolutely crazy. When you get winter, you get the cold, lonely, dark, on your own, soul-draining winter. Everything freezes, even your bank account. Nobody talks to you. Like, life just literally goes on hold in this absolutely miserable winter. The one you hear about dramatic movies in the end of the world is the Ice Age. It's super cold and very lonely. So you see winter like you've never seen it before. But then, as soon as it becomes spring, everything starts springing. Your mood starts springing and jumping back again. You feel good. You get some hints or rumors that there could be sun around. Your mood starts to lighten up. It gets a bit warmer. You're so excited. There are colors in the city. Colors that you've never seen before, because in winter, it's super gray. Everything feels like a blank. Then you have all these colors and you're like, holy shit, where am I? Is this the same place? And then out of nowhere, the summer comes and then you see sun. You're like, what is this planet over there? Because you have not seen it for the past couple of months. You're like, are you kidding me? The same street, this street that had been dark for the past few months can be lit again. There's light at the end of the street. I'm all here for it. So you feel very happy, your mood is up, everything is absolutely amazing. But then you walk into the sun and you get absolutely grilled, because what they don't tell you, the sun in Sweden is 4K. There's no dust in the air, in the atmosphere that is blocking the sunlight. So the sun comes to your body absolutely crispy and you get absolutely barbecued. But as soon as you step into the shade, it feels completely nice. You get that breeze of air kissing your cheeks and it's super soft and super nice. So you can jump between seasons just by doing that, which is absolutely insane. And then out of nowhere, fall comes, and then everything you have, your hopes, your dreams, your joy, your good mood, all of it falls apart with it. Not just the leaves, everything else falls apart. You forget that you had sun, it starts to get cold again, colors start going away, you're left alone, your whole world falls apart. And then you feel fall in all of your core, everything falls, your friendships, everything, and it just becomes your complete fall. You end up heading straight to winter, where it's gonna start the loop all over again. But Sweden is the only place where I got to experience all of these seasons in ways I never thought possible. Number 2, and I don't know if I like this or not, but I find it very interesting, which is the fact that Sweden is absolutely family perfect. If I can think about any country in the world that is perfect to raise a family, I cannot think about any other place than Sweden. Now, Swedish people may not agree because they grew up in Sweden, so they have this by default. But if you get out of Sweden bubble and you see the entire world, how the numbers are, how everything is messed up, you will find that the system in Sweden, now of course nothing is perfect, but compared to the grand scheme of things, it's super optimized to help the family, prioritize the group over the individual. And you see this in university. When you go to university, you will have to do group projects rather than doing individual work on your own. It doesn't matter if you really excel at work, they want you to fit in within the big team and be a team player. Everything is about the team. Children are always taken care of. They are the new generation. They get the best education, they get the best schools, best equipment, support from the government. Children are more important than parents, and they get the best system out there in terms of like growing a family in the world. So Sweden is a very family optimized country. And I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands, but you get the point. But I don't have a family, so if you don't have a family and you're in Sweden, you are forced to optimize or like live your life as if you had a family. So you pay things like, you pay a lot of tax because they will use that tax money for the social infrastructure. So if I'm alone, I don't have kids. So imagine if you're going to a pizza restaurant and you're going alone. This pizza restaurant only sells family size pizza. So if you're alone, you will be forced to buy a family size pizza just because the system is optimized to, I don't know, carry the entire group, the entire family. So if you have a family, absolutely perfect to stay in Sweden. If you don't have a family, it might be a pretty losing deal. Maybe that's why I'm out right now. Number 3, which is absolutely fascinating, is Sweden has a very closed culture, but a very open-minded people. The culture in itself, it's closed in itself. It's very hard to make friends. People are with their own inner circles. They have 2 friends from high school and then they don't change them. It is very hard to get into the society. But as people generally are very open-minded. They won't judge judge you regardless of who you are. You will get support, you will get minority support. They're shooting for equality for men and women. And in a lot of ways, they accept new ideas. And if you take the numbers of innovations per capita, for the size of Sweden, I think it beats some of the biggest countries in the world in terms of innovating new companies, new solutions. So yeah, Sweden has a very close culture, but very open-minded people. Number 4, there's opportunity. And what I mean by that is, in some other countries, you probably have to wait your entire life to get the joy of having your own place, to get the joy of having a car, to kind of build your own life, because there is not enough money or support from the government or the banks or financial institutions or whatever. So you end up having to work your ass off your entire life just so you might have a house by the age of 40. But in Sweden it's different. You can probably get a job, a very normal job. It doesn't have to be a job that's based on your degree, maybe as a postman, maybe a cashier. And based on that job, you can get a very decent loan, and that would allow you to rent your own place, get a car, and have your own expenses met. So you will live decently comfortable. Maybe not the best life, maybe middle class, but you won't be rich. But you will able to build a comfortable, decent life very young, very early on in your life. And this is not really possible in a lot of countries outside Sweden. Like, you go to a lot of countries around Sweden or in other continents where it's very hard to get access to your own place, your own car, and build a decent life, a very relatively unskilled job early on. But this opportunity is totally available in Sweden. You can manage to exist. And number 5, this is something that I express from my viewpoint. I don't know if the Swedish people can relate, but I don't think so, because like, they grew up into Sweden. But when you come from outside, from a very crowded country, and then you enter to Sweden, everything feels VIP. Your entire life experience feels VIP. When you enter a park, it's just you. It's like you got the entire park for yourself. It's very quiet, you get a lot of me time. It's just you, the entire land is for you. Like, instead of thinking it's empty and there are no people here, you can think that it's VIP. You booked it for your own self and it's just for you, so you can enjoy, do whatever you want. The roads are empty. You almost never find yourself in a queue. Everything is always available when you want to access it. Like, sometimes I would go to university after hours and you have this big classrooms with like big screens and projectors where you can just plug your laptop and watch a movie on a projector on your own. And there would be a fridge full of snacks that you can use. That's like a VIP experience. You can't find this in a lot of places. Or for example, in my apartment building at the first floor, there is a small gym for the area. And this gym is almost always empty. So when I go to that gym, it feels like I have a VIP gym. It's like this gym is literally entirely for my own apartment. And it feels crazy because other gyms in other places in the world are usually crowded. But here, because there's not a lot of people, everything feels super VIP and exclusive. So the experience makes you feel like a king. And this is probably the thing I like the most about this list. So there you go. These are 5 things that I like and find interesting about Sweden. Whew, that was quite a rant. Alright, let me know in the comments which one you liked best, and I'll see you in the next one.